Good morning, Jason. How's it going this Monday?
Dude, it is fantabulous, fantastic, and outstanding. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. It's what,
We
the
got another
14th
week.
today?
Yeah, it is the 14th of April. We've got another week to look forward to. How
Nice.
was your weekend?
The weekend was busy. Did a bunch of jobs this weekend, got my ears lowered. The
Yeah.
only thing I had to do this weekend was whatever my wife said, a couple jobs, and then get a damn haircut because it was just getting long and we're getting hot. It's getting into the 90 degrees. So time to lower the ears. So got that done with my son at the haircut joint and got a couple jobs done this weekend. So just uh just enjoyed the weekend, Just
Yeah,
got
you
some.
were a busy bee, dude. Like what kind of work were you doing?
Did a couple jobs. One of them was driveway cleaning, patio cleaning, some gutter cleaning, some more gutter cleaning, another driveway cleaning. And actually, the last couple of days, because it's been a lot hotter here in Houston, and I've been drinking too much coffee and I've been drinking beers at night, which hasn't been good. I've been kind of like dehydrating, and so I've been kind of fatigued at these jobs. So I think two or three jobs in the last couple of days, I've left shit behind. Last week, I left a power drill behind at a job that I was using to do screens on a gutter. The day after that, I left an attachment for my garden blower because I attached like a giant tube to kind of blow off really high gutters. Left that behind. The other day, I lost my pressure washing gun with like these really cool shooter tips. It was like $80 for the shit. So I'm looking around my customer's yard yesterday. I found it. So like I got to slow down, drink more water, and pay more attention. But yeah, I've been busy, but busy, so busy that I'm leaving shit behind at jobs. So I've got to kind of like get a checklist because months ago I left a zero
Oh,
pull at a job. Yes, yes, less caffeine, a little bit slower because it could get really expensive if you start leaving shit behind. I found out the hard way backtracking this weekend, but got a
yeah,
lot done. Just
I feel you on that.
enjoying being busy. How was your weekend?
It was good. I try to take the weekends not work related. I try to take them literally like just spend with the fam and do whatever.
Hmm.
You can't take the weekend entirely off, especially this time of year, as you know, when the phones start ringing. You have to answer those phones. I I don't necessarily always listen to your advice when it comes to answering all of the unsolicited. But whenever I do see a regular number pop up, even if it's out of state, I do answer that. But I tend my phone shuts down a lot of phone calls, which I'm
Cool.
thankful for. It
Yep.
usually cuts through the nitty gritty and gets all that bullshit out. But the phone is ringing quite a bit this weekend, and I get a lot of texts. Do you get a lot of texts asking for quotes or?
Sometimes, but I refer to the straight to the phone call. I'll call them back as much as
Yeah,
everyone hates conversations on the phone, but to smell out, and you can easily sniff out like the huge scammers, like, hey, kindly, I just purchased this home, but I'm out of town, like the obvious stuff. But the ones that like sometimes I'll just take that info, put it in the quote and send it. Because if they give me like accurate information, their address, their home, they heard man next door, I'll just plug it in and send it. Even if it's out of state, just because you'll get accepted, I attach a copy of my insurance to all my estimates. That way, the client knows, I'm insured the minute they open it, et cetera. And that differentiates it. But yes, I answer texts. I answer every phone call. And what I'll do is I'll count down from five. If it's a strange area code that's not local, 5432. All right, thanks. And then I'll hang up. And if it's a person, they'll call back and explain why it took 5 seconds. But better, I'll hear the whoop, hi, this is, click, knowing it's
yeah,
data. But yeah, the phone's been ringing a lot, but a lot of my things are also just like clients from last year, 5 years ago. Hey, you cleaned our gutters, send me a quote. The cool thing I can do, or that I have been doing that's successful, is responding like immediately. Like I'll get the message on the phone. Hey, Mark, this is Margaret. You did my gutters last year. Can you send me it? And then I'll say, yep. 10 seconds later, it takes me 5 seconds to enter in a new email, generate a new quote, just remember the cost, et cetera, and then send it out within like 3 or 4 minutes, and then boom, accepted, put me on the schedule. So that's been my game the last week, which has been great, but it's like exhausting because it's catching up with me if I'm not, getting the rest. And I should have rested this weekend, which I kind of did. I was going to do 4 jobs Saturday and a job or two Sunday, but I could only had enough gas for two Saturday and then two Sunday, and then even Sunday I had to like backtrack to a previous job to grab the pressure washing gun and stuff. So definitely take time to rest, that's for sure. But there's no rest for the wicked when Easter is in a couple days. So
yeah.
for me this week, I'm going to be helping out my father-in-law, so I'm doing like office work in the mornings, which is good. But then at the same time, I'm getting out at like 2 and then going right to a job. So just drinking water all day, boom, jumping out and I'm doing gutters today, tomorrow, windows and driveway, and busy week, busy week. So it's
So you're going to be going on like 10 days straight or something by the end of this week, huh?
for the most part, we haven't had any rain. Um, my wife hasn't given me a day off because it's crunch time. She like understands it's spring, and everyone I'm talking to is like, hey, can you fit me in this week or before Easter? I have one
Yeah.
guy that's yeah, he's like, hey, after Easter is fine. I'm like, that's great news. But it's good. I'm a solo guy, and I'm actually for the last couple of days, I've been so busy. I'm really considering what I'm going to do this summer because I'm already, like I said, I'm getting kind of fatigued. The heat's getting to me. I'm not hydrating enough. The health thing is, yeah, kind of swinging. So I'm worried about how the summer will get when it's 98 degrees, 104, and I'm like sweating bullets and dying. So obviously raising prices once it starts getting hotter, but really considering getting an employee or getting a subcontracting
Yeah.
setup because I don't foresee myself being able to kick it this hard July and August of this year. So I might take those months off and do other things, enjoy myself, or subcontract the work, get employees, or do something. Go to New York longer. I'm not sure, but definitely something to look into. If I'm getting older, so if you're washing and
Yeah.
I know if this stuff's getting to you, you got to kind of plan on what's going on in the future. So I'm thinking getting an employee maybe helping
Yeah.
out.
Sub, employee, whatever. But I
Mm,
know for a fact that, I did it solo for 3, 4 years straight. And actually before that,
mm,
but I was never so slammed to where I couldn't schedule a day off here or there. And also because I was by myself for all those years,
mm,
um, and my wife had a good income, I wasn't always necessarily having to be like the sole breadwinner, right? So I wasn't always having to earn a certain amount per week, right? But
sure,
I would work
sure.
super hard and I would be doing it 5, 6 days a week, and that would still take its toll on me.
Mm,
And over the years, I had helpers. The last 3 years, I've had helpers. And the last, Billy has been with me now for about a year. Um, and just having him has helped ease my brain,
mm,
take a little load off. It's
sure.
also helped my body recover from whatever it is that I'm going through. And you deal with the same stuff. You've had health issues, and sometimes when our mind and our body are just worn down, you need that. You need to have somebody to help you when you need it.
Hmm.
And sometimes it's not easy to ask for help. I know that for a fact as well. Um, but once you do and you get a system in place for that, and you decide how the money is to be, distributed,
Hmm.
everybody, as long as everybody's winning, it tends to be a good thing. So I really hope that that's something that you can uh, lock in on and figure
Sure.
out how it'll work for you. Um, yeah, I'm with you on that one, man.
Well, I'm just
Uh,
the OCD nervous, blades, acids, bases, ladders, falling, the
it's a
whole
little different. It's a little different
liabilities. Yeah.
for a guy like you in your circumstance because you do more things. And I'm not really as a strictly a window washer. I'm not typically using any types of cleaning solutions or acids or anything that could cause much damage.
Correct.
Um, and then also with the fact that I've got somebody who's got 25 years of cleaning windows under his belt, that sure helps.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So you could also one of the things maybe just get yourself a part timer or something for the little stuff that you know you 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 can do, but you don't necessarily want to do. Maybe the Windows stuff or things like that. But
Mhm.
I don't know. You'll figure it out. You're a smart guy, Deeds.
I'm going to look
Yo,
into it. I'll put the
yo,
scientists on it. Yeah.
there you
But
go.
yeah, things are going well, and this starting this week. It's Monday, so it's a good start to the week. We got great weather, birds are chirping, and Easter is up ahead. Do you have any plans for Easter with the family?
Um, Not really. I this is crazy, but I bought a bunch of stuff. I belong to this barter program, and I trade my services for money that goes into a pot where I can purchase items or services from this other large corporation.
Cool.
And I bought a bunch of Easter stuff for my kids and then my nieces and nephews, but I bought it back in like October of last year.
Oh, cool.
Um, that way, like I bought Christmas presents and Easter presents all in one swoop at the end of 2024.
Uh-huh.
So now I don't have to purchase them right now. So we'll get together on Easter Sunday over at my father-in-law's. He's got a great big backyard, dope ass pool. He's making a bunch of stuff. Um, I actually I don't go to church a ton
Sure.
on Easter though. I try to make it to sunrise service. I'm already up
Nice.
anyways. So I'll try to catch that sunrise service. Something makes me feel a little more whole when I'm there for that. Um, but yeah, man, it's just going to be a good week. I think we have 3 jobs today.
Nice.
Yeah, we got 3 on board. Billy's going to get there this morning at like 6:30. 1, 2, 3 jobs today, and then a quote to give out. Tomorrow we've got 2. Wednesday, we're doing the towers again, and then I got another gig. Thursday we've got one really big gig and a small gig. And then Friday, it's light. It's Good Friday. We don't really have
Cool.
anything scheduled yet. And there's a possibility for slight showers this weekend. I don't necessarily see it happening. But if I can front load my calendar this week, which I've already done, that should be super helpful and make things go pretty smoothly this weekend.
Nice.
So yeah,
Always
man.
good.
I got to see my buddy John Magdos on Friday. He came by. It'd been a while. He's a window cleaner that I've known for a while. I got to see him for a little bit. When you and I were at the IWCA, I got a couple of shirts and different things for he and Billy,
Yeah.
and it might be 2 months later, but I finally got John his Sorbo shirt, that
Nice.
blue one.
Hmm.
Uh, so it was fun to give him that and just chit chat with him a little bit. So yeah, the weekend was good. Spent a lot of time out in the sun. I got some soccer in. Yeah, it's gonna be a good week, Deeds. It's gonna be a real good week.
Yes. Yeah. Weeks are good. Keep filling the schedule. Just answer the phone, even if it's a scam caller, answer it, then immediately hang up and have that fun. Do you have a Google My Business profile?
I do.
Cool.
And I did recently get some new review cards. Matter of fact, I need to remind myself to take those out this week and give one to Billy and keep one for myself. I've
Cool.
never been. I know. Get the reviews. Get the reviews. Get the reviews. I've never been a Google review chaser.
Sure.
Um, when I first started this gig, there wasn't 50 to 100 other companies out there. I didn't really feel the need I mean, I already differentiated in my head. I
You were
differentiated.
established. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I already differentiated myself from other. This is years ago.
Mhm.
Um, you didn't really have to differentiate yourself as much. Now there's a billion different people out there and companies. People do look at the reviews. I guess I'll start, trying to accumulate some more. Uh, I feel like also the fact that I've been established and been in business for over a decade kind of helps a little bit in most people's eyes, and if and when they see that, that helps them.
Oh
But
God, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna try a new tactic this week. I'm gonna try and get some more reviews, contact some old clients and see if they want to throw a review, maybe some pictures up there, and just go that route. But I'm really excited to check my reviews out. Give me one sec. I'm going to show you this real quick.
Cool. Yeah. Sounds like a dog snoring.
Yeah, that's my dog.
Yeah, I thought I heard snoring. I was like, that's cool.
Floyd's,
Oh
Floyd's
wow,
over there snoring.
was on a
So
little world.
yeah.
Nice.
So
That's
that's our
cool
little
looking.
wooden tap to review card.
Oh, nice. So there's like a RFID card in there, like a little tap to
It sure
tap.
does.
That's
And
cool, dude.
Lightwork Engraving, I believe, is the company that did this for me. You can find him in on Facebook, but you can also find him in the pro window cleaning rooms, I believe.
What's the name of
Uh,
it?
I believe it's Lightwork Engraving. Let me look
Lightwork
it up.
engraving. We'll try and put a link down there too.
Yeah,
So
the dude
that's
was
pretty
super
cool looking.
awesome. Super awesome, very helpful.
Mhm.
Got these to me, I think within 2 days,
Cool.
and it wasn't like outrageously priced, man. He was on top of it. And actually I saw he did some for James Riley
Okay.
from Zen. And that's what made me, I was like, all right, look, man, if he's willing to give it a shot, I'm gonna give it a shot. So
Well,
um
that's what I'm saying. That's hot. Like I've got the plastic cards, the see-through windows. That
yeah,
wooden card's pretty cool because you're able to just tap somebody's phone and it comes up, right? Like Google My Business, and they can
it
give you a one
does.
star, 5 star, and then boom. That's awesome because sometimes customers love that shit. You're talking on the front porch, and you're like, well, you did such a great job. And you can whip out your card and say, hey, if you've got a minute, you know, if you could just tap that and give me an honest review, what you think of my service, uh, that would be greatly. It's better than a tip in my eyes. And they're like, oh wow, that's smart. I like that.
Yeah, and
My
I'm going to try to implement some kind of bonus structure for Bill.
Yeah,
Um,
give them five
because
bucks, $10 a pop.
yeah, I mean it's just the best way. Go lay down, Fred. Get out of here, damn dog.
Well, an
Dog.
honest review is a good review. I mean, you can see that I've got companies that guys were calling out in the chats or whatever, and the pages. The local Houston window cleaning company been out for 3 months and they have like 190 Google
Yeah,
business reviews
I
or whatever.
mean,
It's like, how is that possible?
yeah.
But
There's a couple of there's a couple of group or a couple of companies out here um that have hundreds of reviews and been in business for a year, and
sure,
I'm like, okay, that's cool. They may be
Filipino
legit.
clickbaits.
They may be legit, or they may all be cousins and brothers and aunts and uncles. I don't fucking know.
Mhm.
I can't hate. I just got to keep doing me.
Well, that's
Uh,
exactly it. Keep your honest, good reviews, and you've got a good system. They're able to just tap that and do that. That's really cool. And the ones you order from WCR, they have a QR code, so people can just look at a picture and do the same thing with those.
yeah, so I have that one as well. It's actually those are in my backyard. I'm dropping some off to my boy Pat from Southwest Sunscreens. He called me
Mhm.
yesterday and he's like, "Dude, I'm out of your cards. I'm handing them out like candy." And
Can
I,
can you
I
slap that sticker like on your back rear view truck window and like have people? Will it go to a review or will it go right to your website?
so the stickers that I just got
Mhm.
take clients to the QR code takes them to my website.
Okay, cool.
Um, the ones on my business card also go to my website.
Okay.
Um, and I actually I need to get a hold of my web designer because there's a couple new changes that I need to add to my website.
Mhm.
Um, but other than that, yeah, man, I'm pretty stoked about how the beginning of spring is going to treat us. You in Houston, you're like spring, spring, and I'm like, damn, well, we've got spring, but it's a very small window. Like our spring is literally until the end of May, if that. So I
Sure.
have like 6 week basically uh to get shit done. And as we've talked before, I'm taking that trip at the end of May. So I'm trying to establish and get as much business as possible
Yes.
until Memorial Day. And then after Memorial Day, I've only got 2 more days after that, and then I head out. And I'll be gone for probably 2, 3. Well, I'll be gone for about at least 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'd say
Uh,
3 or 4 maybe.
yeah. So it'll be a nice little trip. And trying to continue to drum that business up is going to be something that we're looking forward to doing. I did get a nice call from a very good buddy of mine, Chad out in Mesa. He tells me, "Hey, you might want to go out to this restaurant out in Goodyear. They've got two restaurants out there that need to be serviced twice a week." Well, we're already out in Goodyear, or pardon me, not twice a week, twice a month. We're already out there twice a month doing the air towers.
Uh-huh.
So of course I'm excited about that because that could be a very nice little um, commercial pickup that
Yeah,
would
heck yeah.
help keep us and busy, occupied through the summer.
Well,
Uh,
when you walk in and sell the job, do you just walk in and talk to the manager, or how are you going to sell that?
for the second, for the restaurant, I'll need to go do a complete walk around. It's got a lot of glass. Find
Mhm.
out exactly what it entails. If it's an exterior only every time, if it's inside and out every time. But it's a decent sized property, and so I'm looking forward to getting to see that. Um, like I said, then that would be something that could really help
Yes,
our bottom line all summer. When you get a recurring like that that's already in the same neighborhood as one that you're in, it could be a game changer for us. Just keep us nice and stable and steady.
fingers crossed, man. Go for it.
Definitely. Well, and the lead is a good lead. Chad already does their other stuff on the east side.
Oh, cool.
He,
It's a shoe in almost.
I certainly hope so, as long as I'm not trying to throw some dumbass numbers at him and you know get rich off of a couple jobs, which I never do. I'd like to
Sure.
think I'm one of the more reasonably priced window cleaners out there. We don't it doesn't take us long to do a lot of stuff.
Hmm.
So we try to price accordingly. Unless it's something that's extremely technical or is going to take forever, we want to make sure that their bottom line is good too.
Yeah,
So
I did a gutter cleaning this Saturday, and the people, they had a walkable type roof, and so I was able to walk the roof, and I filled up less than a garbage bag, of debris and stuff. Their main concerns were stuff dripping and whatever, but they needed eyeballs to make sure because they had just bought the house. So I
yeah.
dropped the price that I estimated from 260 to 210, and the
Hmm.
discount was not that dirty. Thanks for your business, and they responded via text like, "Thanks so much. You did such a great job. We'll be calling you next year for routine inspections, all that stuff." So it's not trying to get rich. Like I lost money in a sense from what I was expecting. You know, I lowered
You
their
might
their.
lose
I was
50
honest with
bucks.
them.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
lose 50 bucks this time, but they call you back next year because they know that you took care of them.
Yes.
They don't do a call around because
Hmm.
you saved them the first time.
Yeah. Honesty, integrity, and just letting them know. I sealed a couple drips for them. I didn't charge them for it. Didn't itemize it. But that's the thing is that if you can chip away, still be happy, still make money, uh, like what, and yeah, you'll be fine. So with those windows in the commercial restaurant there, good luck. Just you'll land it,
I
and
hope
it'll
so,
make
man.
the
Me too.
towers a good deal.
Yeah, it's right in the same area. Goodyear's not exactly a huge popping city. It's right. I mean, it's a 20-minute drive from us, but it'll be definitely worth it, especially if we're already there twice a month.
What's
You
what's
said
your radius? Like your working radius?
so. I try. It used to be 50 miles, and then I brought it. That was when I was by myself, and that was back in the day.
Mhm.
I changed that to about 30, but 30 can get me pretty much everywhere, with the
Sure.
exception of some of the far southeast valleys, which I don't like to go anyways. And now that I've been in this long enough too, I've built relationships with other people that I enjoy working with
Mhm.
and sending my referrals to, and then they in turn send me referrals. And because
Smart.
they're in the same boat, they're like, "Hey, I don't want to go to Goodyear."
Hmm.
He's like, "I don't want to drive 50 miles for an hour worth of work." And I'm the same way. I don't want to drive 50 for an hour worth of work. So we just,
Cool.
swap out gigs, and it works out well. It works out
Nice.
well. You said you're in the office today
Yep,
in the
doing
morning.
office work. Yeah, I'm working in the office dispatching for my father-in-law. When it rains, I do that. I do that to help him out, driver wise. do that about 2 or 3 days a week. So I'll be doing it like 3 days this week, kind of resting the body in the mornings and then jumping at it because I've got afternoon work. But so luckily, when I do this, I just limit to one job per day. So I work from like four to 7 o'clock, and get home, rest. I've got to hydrate. So this week, take care of myself, de-stress, hydrate, and change my rubbers. Change your rubbers.
Any other big goals or things that you want to try and tackle? Anything that you want to get done?
There's a lot of stuff going on my plate. Basically, yeah, trying to stay busy. That was like goal number one because I've got a huge nut monthly. Huge insurance. I got bills, right? So
Yeah.
my wife, she's doing her business. She's getting her feet, and she's getting up and running, and that's awesome. So I'm excited that I'll be able to breathe eventually. But some of my things are just staying busy. I'm getting some writing and stuff lined up. I have a lot of stuff on my plate as far as that. Um, but yeah, just being there for the kids and enjoying day by day. Uh, the summer's up soon, so mid June or so it'll start slowing down for me. But staying busy from now till then is the key. So trying to stay healthy and just get try to try to get stuff done. I've got a long to-do list. I got stuff around the house I've got to do and whatever. And it's been a year or so since I've been feeling good. So spring is here, so it's only in the 80s, so I can get stuff done around the house. So it'll be spring cleaning around the house, staying busy with work, and trying to get it done. What about you?
Right. Just the same. I need to do a lot of organizational things around my house as well. I've said this for like 2 weeks. I've been trying to plan my trip. Um, this sounds really corny, but I almost need my wife's help on planning this trip. I'm so dumb when it comes to certain things.
Sure.
I not necessarily need her help, but I want a set of eyes on what it is that I'm trying to accomplish to make
Mhm.
sure that I'm not overloading my plate or trying to put too much, um, trying to do too much at once. I have to
Sure.
understand that it is not that this is an extended trip, and I don't have to try to push it all together.
Sure.
And I don't have to speed. I don't have to, I want to make sure that I'm lining everything up properly so I'm safe and in the right mental space.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It's easy to get askew if you don't have a proper plan. So I just want to make sure that I have the proper plan. That's part of it.
Sometimes your proper plan will go to shit, and you'll find that it's easier day by day to figure out where you're going, in a sense. I mean, and you've got a car and a van and stuff, and you've got destinations where you're going. It's
Yeah.
A to B. It's getting there will be the fun part.
That's so I almost kind of wanted to do that too, like not free ball, but like, or like free, you know what I mean? Like free, just like
Kind
free
of wing
play.
it, yeah. Sure.
Yeah. But at
It's
the
too
same
difficult to do that, yeah.
I need to have I need to have somewhat of an established route for me to
Of
do,
course.
or
Yep.
else I'll just be a disaster
Oh
and
yeah.
end up sleeping in a U-Haul or something, and that's not what I want.
Oh no,
So
no, definitely not.
I had some changes come up in that plan too, so I need to reach out to a couple different people, find out if maybe I got a place to stay in certain areas, and so that's something new too, a little wrinkle, but it'll be a fun wrinkle. So I'm
Cool.
just looking forward to it. But
You'll overcome.
I know you got to pretty much get out of here real quick. Um, Anybody you want to give a shout out to, or
Give a shout out to my wife Kylie. She's keeping it real. She's doing great at her doodle studio. She's doing great. Thanks to you, Jason, for your morning chats and stuff and your support.
dude?
Appreciate
You
everything.
are amazing deeds, and shout out to you. Shout out to anybody who's continuously listening to our morning coffees.
Thank you,
Shout,
guys.
shout out to the northern window cleaners up there in the northern states, getting all that
Snowing.
snow, all that bullshit. Squeegee Tom, I feel you, dog. That weather's gonna change. Sean Hart, I love you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. And all of the northern window cleaners, just know that that weather is going to change. It's not going to be gloomy forever. I promise. Sun is on the horizon. I
Yeah.
promise.
Little Orphan Annie. This one will come out tomorrow eventually.
I hope so, man. Those dudes need to get some love and some sun, and and
Get some work.
to turn that pasty skin, get them a little complexion.
Yes.
Uh, Shout out to Zero, real quick.
Zero.
We appreciate you greatly. Shout out to WCR.
Hmm.
Uh, and to, like I said, all the people who are helping us out. One more quick thing. I
Yeah.
just saw this morning, TJ's doing an interview
I was
with
going to
Sorbo.
mention that. Great. Yes.
Yeah, I started to like, I only got 2 minutes in and I'm like, fuck, I don't have the time to dedicate to actually listen to this. So I'm gonna wait when I jump in the car. I'm gonna listen to that. TJ
Cool.
Gilbert, I'm excited to see how this goes for you and hear the questions and the answers that you get from him. So shout out to you guys.
Yep.
Um,
That'll be a cool episode. Squeegee Life. Check it out. Teach Squeegee, interviewing Sorbo. It's out there.
yeah, man. Be
But
well, everybody. Deeds, enjoy the rest of your day. I know we
change
both
your
got to
rubbers, everybody. Yeah.
change your rubbers, fill your bucket. It's the start of a new week. Let's get our passion buckets full and kick ass and be nice to each other.
Be nice. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves, everybody.
Change your
And hold
rubbers.
that. Change your rubbers. Beep, beep, beep.